is Iris, and the title of the project is Antifungal Activity of Silver Nanoparticles Against the Phytopathogenic Agent Causing Sodium mold in Agave salmiana Otoexaldic. Particularly in the state of Hidalgo, Agave salmiana is utilized for culinary, ornamental, medicinal, construction, and clothing purposes. However, overexploitation driven by the thief of leaves, along with the presence of pests and disease, has jeopardized the plant's survival. Negrilla is characterized by the appearance of black leaf spots. The first agent causal agent linked to disease was Asterina mexicana in 1900. Subsequently, Hernandez and colleagues identified Curbularia lunata. The genera Curbularia and Bipolaris often form microbial consortium capable of infecting plants across the least 60 genera. The control method for Negrilla in Agave salmiana are limited. Burning or burying infect leaves spreads the disease through spore dispersal. Regarding chemical control, the improper use of fungicides can harm the health of consumers and producers as well as the environment. Due to their antifungal properties, silver nanoparticles are proposed as a solution and approach not yet implemented for agave. This study evaluates the efficacy of silver nanoparticles as both a preventive and corrective treatment for managing Negrilla. In the methodology, to isolate and cultivate the causative agent, the fungus was obtained from agave plants was affected by sodium mold, preserved in glycerol and 4%, inoculate onto PDA medium in pH 4 and 5, and incubate at 28 degrees Celsius in the darkness. For the identification of the fungal agent was carried out through macroscopic and microscopic examination as well as spectrophotometric analysis. Subsequently, the nanoparticles were added at concentration of 0, 10, 30, and 45 ppm to culture media inoculate with the pathogen, and the percentage of inhibition was measured over 7 days, a period. Finally, for the in vivo evaluation, a corrective treatment involves spraying sorry mold conidia onto walls in agave plants, followed by the application of silver nanoparticles. For the preventive treatment, silver nanoparticles were applied to agave walls in triplicate, followed by inoculation with sorry mold of conidia. In the results, culture media adjusted to pH 4 and pH 5 were inoculated with 3 strains of the sorry mold fungus. Visually, the pH 4 culture exhibit raised grow and cream colored strains. However, ANOVA and 2K tests revealed no significant difference. In contrast, in the pH 5 culture displayed black pigmentation characteristics of disease and red overall growth, with a statistically significant difference observed in the strain 3. Consequently, this strain was selected for future experimentations. Macroscopic and microscopic observations revealed the presence of conidia and conidiophorus. Phylogenetic analysis showed 99.78% identified by Bipolaris CA. while bipolaris variabilis showed 99.55% identified. The characterization of the silver nanoparticles using UV visible spectrophotometry showed that the maximum surface plasmon resonance peaks for both at concentration of 80, 100, and 105 50 ppm respectively. Hemispheric nanoparticles and high silver content were observed, confirming their compositions. In vitro results showed that the presence of nanoparticles misses pigmentation regardless of concentration, causing the mycelia to turn cream colored. The grow medium also changed color, with the PDA turning grayish and black at higher concentrations. Regarding mycelium growth, silver nanoparticles were observed to inhibit fungal growth, indicate that the fungus is susceptible to the compound event at very low concentrations. In vivo, assays demonstrate a dose response effect, where higher concentrations result in greater inhibitions in both preventive and corrective treatments. No toxically damage caused by the silver nanoparticles was visually detected. In conclusions, in summary, silver nanoparticles inhibit the in vivo growth of Bipolariceae, a phytopathogenic fungus identified as the cause of Nerilla disease in agave salmiana Otoexaldic. This treatment is also effective against infection in plants inoculated with the pathogen, serving as both a preventive and corrective measure and offers an alternative to conventional fungicides. There are my reference, the acknowledgements, and this is article derived from the present research. Thanks.